It's good water loop, and of course it's raining. What? 60 degrees, 57, something.
In the 50s.
So we are hoping to do 20 miles today to practice for the PCT, and we haven't been backpacking really all summer. It's going to be a big deal, but my pack only has like 20 pounds in it. Shouldn't be too bad, and the trail is looking pretty good today. So Good Water Loop is well marked with mileage. In fact, here, if you miss this one, you can maybe tell over here that you're on mile 3. One way or another, we have only made 3 miles. We're at our first break. It's a 5-mile marker, and I had this great idea while we were hiking along the trail, so I stopped to time us to see how we were doing, because it's supposed to be really cold tonight and rain some more, and so I wanted to get as far as we could before the bad rain hit. And we're planning a 20-mile day. We have places to camp at 18, like regular campsite with, I think, running water, I'm not sure. And then there's primitive campsites before that. So we're at 5, get to a good campsite. We got between 13 and 15 miles to go, but primitive before that. So I had this idea.
Oh, have you told me this idea yet? Oh boy, I love these. They're awesome every single time.
I'm not saying that I would even want to do it in the end, but maybe I would. And maybe you would.
I'm waiting.
Okay, so what if we just hiked the entire loop today?
I was just thinking that. We could
Are you really?
We could go play in Austin tonight.
That's what I was thinking. Anne Marie's not even gonna be home. We can shower there.
Let's do
and
it.
if she is gonna be home, we can still shower there.
We can get pizza, like good pizza, because we deserve it.
We could even
after
night hike a
26
little bit.
miles. Yeah,
I mean, because it might take us past 7:30.
I'm totally down.
We can do it. I think. Well, we'll
love
let you
that.
know if we really do it. Did you really?
Yes.
I was thinking it for like since mile 3, but I didn't want to tell you till we got to mile 5 because I didn't know our pace.
No.
All right, cool. So we're coming up to 10 miles. We're doing great. It's about 1 o'clock, not quite. So we're averaging 2 miles to the hour, including breaks and stopping. We have seen a couple people on trail, which surprised us. But anyway, you can tell rain started back. It's coming down pretty good, and it's still cold. I did the sock trick. I put my hands in my extra pair of socks for a while because I kind of had to. Anyway, we don't know if we'll do 26 miles or not today, but we're almost at 10, and that's really awesome, and we're feeling good. So hopefully it'll let up and we can take a break, have lunch, and not be sitting in the rain. Okay, so we had lunch at Tejas Park, like I said, about 10 miles in, and it was really pouring and cold. Luckily though, they had like porta potty restrooms. Anyway, we had lunch and we got really cold and shivery, so I went and put on a long sleeve underneath all of this, and we had to get moving again. We did take like a, I don't know, longer break than I thought, like a 40-minute break, but we had to get moving again and get warm. So just now my fingers, even with the sock trick, they warmed back up once I had them in socks. But my feet, I'm wearing these newer Merrells. I don't know if you can see. They're a lightweight hiker, but that means that they get wet when you walk through wet grass or rain. They're not water resistant like my Moabs, my Merrell Moabs. So I'm loving them. I'm loving them from being lightweight, but my feet are cold. But they don't hurt anymore because we got hiking again. We started thinking of ideas, like how we could not camp out tonight and be cold and freezing. Because, this is a 26-mile loop. It isn't like we're on the PCT or the AT and we have to keep going. We have choices. But I was thinking we could just turn around right there at Tejas Park, go back the way we came. We'd be at our car in 10 more miles, so we'd have done 20. But I really didn't want to do that because I didn't want to give it up. I mean, it might have become better, which it did. Look, it's better. And the sun even came out for a minute. But mostly, I didn't want to be a couple more hours in and be really cold and miserable when you don't have to be. It's not like we're on a thru hike. I think we'll end up making it at least to the park we were planning on going to, which I can't remember the name of. So we'll make our 20 miles, but whether or not we camp there, night hike from there, or get a ride the last 6 miles to our car, that's up in the air. But if we do a 20-mile hike today with our 20-pound packs, they're only 20 pounds, but still fully loaded, that's fine. We haven't been hiking in months, and if we start out with a 20-mile day, that is pretty darn good. So this is a good training hike. I'm also learning about my gear and clothing that I changed out. Since it is kind of a cold day and was windy earlier and raining, I'm learning real quick what works and what doesn't, what needs some adjusting. So we made it to Russell Park, and it's not nearly as cold. It was pretty bad there for a while, but the sun even came out for a little bit, and when we got going, we're good. And it's not supposed to rain anymore the rest of the day. It's 4:30 though, and we're not quite at 17 miles. We'll decide when we get to our 20-mile mark, which is the next park, probably in a little over an hour. We'll know when we get there. Well, it turned out the decision to stop at 20 really wasn't realistic because we weren't at the park we were planning on camping yet. So we passed 20 about 10 minutes ago, and we only have about an hour of daylight left. We were pretty sore, tired, but the temperature is much, much better. If we pulled out our maps, we would know for sure where the park is. The All Trails map and the Maps 3D Pro that I'm using, they don't tell you the mileage. So we were trying to do it from memory and never stopped to look at the paper map. You could call it a rookie mistake, but really we didn't care because we had enough daylight and then headlamps. If it is 21.8, we got over a mile left to go, and we're feeling it. We're gonna stop there. We're not even sure if we're camping. I mean, that is the plan. But if somebody offered us a ride over to Cedar Breaks Park and we could go back to Emery's apartment and spend the night, we might take them up on it. Just might. We'll see. Hey, my very tired hiking partner. We are heading from the trail across the park, looking for a campsite. The ranger station was closed. We didn't reserve a campsite, but it's kind of late, so. Yep, we called Uber after hiking 21.5 miles. And then we stayed at my daughter Ann's apartment.